Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 22 and another part of our My Team career mode with a Brawn GP. Today we are taking on the Austrian Grand Prix, the full feature race. Last time out we had the sprint race and finished 5th, I believe, after a few little incidents. Gave us some fairly significant damage, so I was very, very happy with that. Lots of drivers starting out of position after various different issues, including championship leader Lando Norris. Now, before we get into the action, I am going to go ahead and put some money into the car. So we have 1,700 resource points. We can't do any more engine upgrades for now, so we'll maybe have to work on a facility upgrade at some point. We can't do that brake disc width. We can't do that one either, actually. But we can do this one. This diffuser. Additional strakes. Now, there are some durability ones that maybe we need to prioritise, because that is where our car is struggling, really, compared to other teams. So yeah, let's be sensible about this and get a couple of durability upgrades in there. Oh, we don't. Oh, that was department capacity reached, wasn't it? How annoying. And now I don't think we'll be able to afford anything else. No, very, very close, but not quite there. Oh well. Never mind, we've at least got a durability upgrade on the way, but yeah, let's see how we get on in the race. I'm looking forward to it. Leave a like if you're enjoying the series so far, and without further ado, let's get into the action. It's going to be an absolute crackerjack of a Grand Prix. I really do believe that, so here we go.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg, and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of around 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill of turn 3. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Russell, the captain, and Sainz, Magnussen, Hamilton, Bottas, and Esteban Ocon, Albon, Mick Schumacher, Pierre Gasly, and Norris, Latifi, Oscar Piastri, Nico Hülkenberg, and Guan Yu Zhou, Stroll, Vettel, Tsunoda, and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me once again for coverage of today's race is none other than the great Anthony Davidson. Let's have a chat about McLaren. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Okay then, here we are down on track. It is suggesting maybe a medium then hard tyre strategy. I sort of agree with that. I don't think there's much to be gained going softs at any point. I mean, we could start on the hards, you know, like we have done in previous Grand Prix, and take them as far as they can towards the soft tyres, but yeah, that doesn't seem to be the way to do it. So mediums and then hards, so let's get ourselves into the action. Let's just take a little bit of fuel out of the car. We don't need 4 spare laps of fuel. We'll go for 2 though. So here we go. Ready for the Austrian Grand Prix.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway and the track temperature looks warm, and that may or may not play into some of the team's hands in today's race. So as all the cars reform the grids, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place.
Here we go then. Lights out, away we go here. In Austria, decent start off the grid, but a better start for Carlos Sainz, who's probably going to throw it up the inside going into turn 1. And we have to run it a little bit wide, risking damaging the car there, but we managed to only drop 1 position. We'll look at the car we have. Got a little bit of damage to the gearbox, we know that as we go down the inside now of Carlos Sainz, and we are back through and up into 5th place, and now pushing hard to try and catch up to George Russell as the 2 Red Bulls are side by side. Verstappen and Perez going at it hammer and tongs, but not quite making contact. But Verstappen is ahead of Perez at this stage of the race. Now, can we stay close to these guys? We have been lightning quick through the middle sector and final sector, and hopefully that'll give us a good run into lap 2 of this Grand Prix. But Charles Leclerc, he is away. He is running away with this Grand Prix so far as we get right into the slipstream of George Russell. And we have the outside line into turn 1 and we make it stick. So we're up to 4th place now, and it's going to be about trying to hold on to this position and maybe look at Perez and Verstappen ahead. I think already Charles Leclerc is probably too far ahead of us, but strategy could come into play. But we've got to try and keep these tyres in good nick, keep the car in good nick, and we should be alright. Well, closing in on Sergio Perez just like we were George Russell on the last lap, so just trying to make it so that we get a good run on him. DRS, of course, enabled this lap. George Russell dropping down the order. So Hamilton and Sainz up there now, but we have got DRS on Sergio Perez. He ran a little bit wide, and we're through before we even get to the corner. That is an overpowered DRS, but we do lock up slightly and have to go wide and take evasive action. So Perez has got a chance here. He's on the inside. He's still there, but we give him the room and we are through up into 3rd place now. Job done. Now we've got to try and stay with Max Verstappen. It is this middle sector where we're really seeing the benefits, and you can see how much we visibly close up. We've deliberately done that with this setup, trying to be quicker through the high-speed corners and let the DRS do the rest as we set the fastest lap of this Grand Prix, a 106.7. And what's nice, it seems like we've got the lap times back to normal in this Grand Prix. We've got a good little run on Max Verstappen here. I don't think it's worth lunging down the inside up the hill into turn 3, but if we can get a good exit and get alongside up into turn 4, that's where we could see any overtaking action happening. But we are absolutely steaming away from Lewis Hamilton at the moment. Here we go, excellent exit from turn 1, and now right behind Max Verstappen. He pulls to the inside. We're going to let him have a poor exit and then use it to our advantage up in towards turn 4. Well, are we going to run out of straight here? Looks like we are. So, just taking it easy for now. Yeah, good exit from turn 1 again this time. And just like Perez, we pass Verstappen before we even get to turn 3. I think we even let him get the DRS there. So now we can try and pull away. He's still there having a look into turn 4. But we hold him off. But what we have done in all of this is close up to Charles Leclerc.
Currently investigating.
Well,
okay, so we're leading our teammate by 16.9 seconds.
We apparently have an issue. That's not what you want to hear.
Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon. Okay,
and there we
looks
go.
like a mechanical failure. We're going to have to ask you to find a safe spot to retire.
Well,
sorry about that, mate. Okay, this is serious. We
we
need you
are
to
out.
retire as soon as possible.
We are out of the Austrian Grand Prix. We were about to take the lead of it, you would think, but we are out of the session, and for some reason our AI has pushed us over onto the track, and safety car deployed now.
We've been informed the safety car is out. There appears to have been an issue with multiple stock vehicles.
You seen me, I pulled off into the escape road, but our guy is still driving with a blown up engine. There we go. There you go. Well, safety car is out, and that is going to change this Grand Prix, but we are out, and it is a very sad end for us. We are gone, and yeah, I really do believe we probably would have won that Grand Prix. But yes, we are out. There you go.
To secure victory here in the Styrian Alps. And talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for them? Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they secured here.
Wow, Nico Hülkenberg finished 3rd. What on earth happened in this Grand Prix? No, Nico Hülkenberg finished 2nd. What on earth happened here?
So let's review the updated driver standings. Our championship leader is still sat at the top of the standings, but their rivals have made up some solid ground today. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Well, I certainly didn't have any complaints with Nico Hülkenberg's performance today. That was incredible driving.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings, and Red Bull take over as championship leaders. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Well, it looks like it's glitched out because Perez did not stop in the Grand Prix. But yeah, Nico Hülkenberg finishes 2nd there, 40 seconds off the lead. Leclerc finishes 3rd, Verstappen 4th, Kevin Magnussen finishes 5th with Hamilton 6th, Bottas 7th, Vettel 8th, Norris 9th, and Stroll in 10th. So a very mixed up order, and well, there you go. Lando Norris still 38 points ahead of Sergio Perez in the drivers' standings. Max Verstappen now 42 points behind. Charles Leclerc 62, Carlos Sainz 86. We are 6th place at the moment on 96 points. 95 points off leader Lando Norris. George Russell 7th, Ricciardo 8th, Hamilton 9th, and Nico Hülkenberg in 10th position. Constructors standings wise, we are 4th, just ahead of Mercedes, still a little bit behind Ferrari and McLaren. And Red Bull. So that is where we're going to leave it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below. I'm sorry that it was a shorter episode today, but subscribe for plenty more F1 content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.